The legendary Deadly Premonition finally has a sequel 10 years after its debut, and like the original, it's kind of a hot mess, but a beautiful one in many ways. For those of you who want to experience this magic but have absolutely no interest in actually playing the game, please enjoy this 3-part series where me and Ben Janca take a look at the opening of the game. If you enjoy this and want to see us continue to play the game, well, go ahead and like the video, share it with your friends, and let us know in the comments. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and have a good time.
Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day, because I know that we are. It's me, I'm Ben, and with me is Jean-Luc Seipke.
Ben, I'm so excited. This is maybe the most exciting thing of the whole year.
Same. It came out of nowhere, a literal blessing in disguise. Deadly Premonition 2 got dropped on us not too long ago, and it's already here. And we're actually going to take like a quick look at it, I guess. Maybe kind of like an extended gameplay, let's play, not a let's play. Maybe if you guys enjoy it, maybe we'll do more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as it stands, I just want to see what our boy York has been up to.
I don't think either of us can express how much we absolutely adore Deadly Premonition.
It's very, very true. I'm
one of my favorite games of all time.
I'm probably gonna get. This is also our first time seeing any of this, so I'm probably gonna have a hard time, like, not talking over some of this.
Okay.
So I already love big letters. We know we're already in for a good time. And murder. This game is already delivering.
Hold A. What? Okay.
I think that might be to speed it up.
I don't want to do that. I want to skip things.
Yeah, exactly. This is important evidence. We can't miss any of it.
So the thing I'm so curious about is this game going to be able to continue? Whoa!
That's pretty grim, not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Is this game going to be able to continue the legacy of Deadly Premonition in a post Deadly Premonition world, if you follow what I mean, you know? Like, will the
audio be out of sync, and the cues be off, and the dialogue be wacky?
But in a world where they know that Deadly Premonition is beloved for how weird it is, are they able to keep that spirit alive? You know what I mean? Because the original game was made in a vacuum, a beautiful, beautiful vacuum.
God damn it.
It's
What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
I cannot move anywhere but forward, by the way.
That's fair. You're on a track right now. A track to greatness.
It doesn't matter what direction I hold the stick in.
It wants to make sure you go the right way. We're already talking about harems in here.
And a seafood slathered Havana-style pizza in the other.
What?
Does God hate me?
Simon needs to take a day or two off.
Issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How could I forget?
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Don't do it.
What?
Oh, wait, that's not a conversational thing. That's a gun thing.
And no red, remember?
I can't wait to understand what's happening.
No red.
I'm guessing that he might have sort of or whoever it is might have like a
trigger.
Yeah, like they see red and they might get angry, much like a bull does.
Come on in.
Whoa!
That's our boy. What is he doing?
Is this old York?
Why is she pulling a gun out on our boy?
I think it is because it said Zach on it.
Oh. Dude, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry this early on.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Is that him? The music.
those left-handed cigarettes.
Oh my god, it is him.
It's Punish York.
Oh my god.
What?
Ben.
The York abides.
That TV has the Imperial logo on it.
It does.
That's why you're here.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
What? I don't like Punish York yet. Oh, Zach Morgan.
Yeah, because he's Zach. By the way,
Yeah.
this is definitely going to get into spoilers for the end of Deadly Premonition
If
1.
if you haven't played the first game, play the Switch version. It's a really good definitive version of
Yeah,
the way to play.
it's okay. I continue to not be able to do anything except move in the direction it makes me.
So I don't want to be like jumping to a lot of conclusions, but this apartment already has kind of a lot of similar layout stuff to David Young's apartment.
I was gonna bring up if D4 is gonna come into play because it's using the same cell shaded aesthetic of that game.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some sort
Mr.
of
Morgan,
crossover,
before
like
we question
Forrest
you,
Case
allow me to first read you
exists
your
as
rights.
a character in there.
Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in
What
mind
is her
as you
accent?
speak.
That's a good question.
Do we have permission to film this?
We've already pulled out the camera.
We're already 2 minutes in.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
I love the animations so much. Okay, this is straight up just like David Young's apartment. I swear.
Seriously.
I wonder if they reused some of the assets.
Southern Belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break.
Yikes!
Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the
Perfect stars for the latest video game?
Video game.
The fourth wall doesn't exist.
right,
Just
my
obliterate it.
Dark
How
laughter.
many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy.
Dude, you brought it up like 3 times
It's a
already.
private matter.
But
So he has a new Zach, a New York.
If he's
What?
hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
Okay.
oh, we're already investigating.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's look around. I
Letters
guess.
of
Oop.
appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice. They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them.
So the fact that all of that has Zach, everyone knows about that.
Oh, what?
Yeah?
I have a weird vision thing.
It's understandable. Everyone has one of those in a detective game, I guess.
Yeah. So, like, the whole thing with Zach, though, is that he was always Zach. That was kind of, like, the big twist.
Yeah.
So...
But everyone all his friends call him York, though. But now they're aware
because
of that.
Because at the end, Emily was calling him Zach, and they implied that he was...
Oh,
the
yeah.
implication is that he was always Zach, and that just in his head, people were calling him York.
It's been a long time for me. I appreciate
you really
the
gotta... There's a lot
refresher.
you gotta think about to really wrap your head around it. I guess look at his...
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable.
Is that a jazz cigarette?
It's a jazzy left-handed cigarette.
I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit.
Okay.
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases.
When was Deadly Premonition supposed to take place?
In 2003,
I can
you
find
solved
out.
the Inside
Because
Out Flesh Skinner case.
If I recall, the
suburbs
opening of this game said 2018. He is like really
In
old looking
2004,
though.
The Jeffrey Dahmer
He might
Wanted
just be very
case in
tired.
Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year. Then,
She might actually say when.
in 2005,
big one.
you coincidentally
Nope.
happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation.
These all sound like excellent
You went on
premises
to
for
solve
Deadly
many
Premonition
other
games.
cases
It's
after that,
true.
all of them
More
seemingly
spin-offs than you can-
inexplicable.
Shake a can of the pickles
Did you
at.
really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner.
But that's where they're wrong.
Do you mean
Yeah.
you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
Visions.
Okay. Deplete your concentration, so be careful about it. We're over here looking at his record collection. His poker face! Look at it!
Okay.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
You okay?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh?
Dang.
You're an easy one to read.
His, like, slow crawling just way of talking is just taking me places.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by
Hello?
its cover.
A famous Yoko Taro quote, if I've ever heard one.
For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Okay, wow. Yikes.
This guy-
She's right there.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
What?
Ben, what is happening?
Deadly Premonition 2.
Belle,
It's beautiful.
does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
What?
Where is this conversation going?
What? Oh, he's winded.
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then.
Oh, okay, with questions. Cool.
That
I'll
was,
try
it was an
using the files
interesting
on the table to shake
lead
him
in.
up.
See, you like to play chess, but not finish the game, Zach. What's up with that?
Was there a chess game in D4, or am I just imagining that?
I don't remember.
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Oh, he did play chess in the original, though, remember?
Yeah.
Right. They were banned
Usher
by the
Johnson
Science
wanted to play
Trade.
with him.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste.
Had to kill 5 elephants to make that chessboard.
The weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You know, Zach is always about his hand feel.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No.
Wait, there's something missing from the table.
But it's a hard game to enjoy.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you're
there's like a
all by
triangle.
yourself.
Yeah. I'm already detecting my Danganronpa skills are coming through.
Excellent.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan?
I just noticed all the milk cartons duct taped together behind him.
What? I'm really curious and excited for whenever that comes into play and we figure out
I may
more.
not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
A chestnut?
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published
Chess
by the
Life?
U.S. Chess Federation.
The U.S. Chess Federation?
Your guess.
That's not real. I'm looking it up right now.
He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems.
What?
How do you know
There
that?
isn't a single chess book to be
I
found in
regret
his
to inform
apartment.
you, the United States Chess Federation is real.
And I didn't
I learned
find
a
any
new thing.
chess-related websites.
But do chess people refer to themselves as chestnuts? Because if so, that's excellent.
They will from the moment this game exists onward if they don't.
Simply playing chess.
Wait, she said she couldn't find any chess on his internet history.
That's
How
a
would
smash
she know
invite!
that?
Jean-Luc, that's a smash invite right there on his desk!
Oh my god!
I'm losing my mind!
Do you
I can't
think
believe
that's
this.
just a nod?
I don't know, maybe. He hasn't opened it yet!
No, it was open.
Oh, was
it?
it?
Yeah, it was open.
What's wrong
Shoot.
with that, Belle?
We gotta see if we can get a closer look
I
at
don't
that.
We really
understand.
do.
How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data.
Ha! Got
Seems
you.
like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
What?
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us.
Dang.
Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
This is somehow even weirder.
Yeah. Yeah, in a weird way, yeah. Is there a way? Hold on. Use your vision.
Do you
when
remember
get
the
chance, and
homicides
look at
that
that
took place
missing
in
thing on the
Le Carre,
table.
Louisiana in 2005?
We
I'll do that after the next thing.
Yeah.
solved that case.
You had to think about that.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case.
Heck yeah, man.
After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
What? Ew, what?
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
No.
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
I know. I closed it.
You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Oh, the music
Come on.
shift.
No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body.
Oh, that's
It
who
was
we
hidden
saw
deep
earlier.
within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim.
It was there for 14 years?
You're like
You know what
Roonies.
this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in
Okay.
the case he solved. Lise Clarkson.
So, if that was 14 years ago,
Yeah.
and that took place before Deadly Premonition 1, how the heck does he look like
This is
this?
a photograph of what she looks like now.
Uh,
How will he react?
Zach-
Has he
when
just
sees
been
it?
doing, like, crack cocaine?
it's the rapid aging from the nanomachines in his body. You try the hold L thing. I want to see if you can actually point it out. Oh, you can't.
No.
Unless you gotta wait until the game decides that you can look at it.
I'm not really sure what the point of that is yet, because so far it's pretty obvious
that
what
her
you can
body
and what you
turned
can't
up.
click on.
Yeah, I was wondering if it like
Deeply
enabled picking other
pleased.
things.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
I can't believe Zach is the one
Body
who
or
did the
not.
murder.
We already
Oh,
saw
no.
that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well. Good
Well?
for you.
What? That's not a thing you say to that.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks.
Okay, what? I'm with York, where I'm just like, why are you
At first
here?
glance, few
What?
would guess she was a murder victim at all.
Just get to the point.
She looked more
It sounded
a
like
piece
she's
of art.
building to a
or a
good point
mythological
with like,
figure
oh,
from a
someone was
painting.
storing it.
This keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
So when are we going to talk about Anagram?
Yes. Yes.
That went
Also, because
okay.
he was
Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something.
talking
I
to
may be able to
Zach
get
all
what
the
I
time in
want
the
if we
first
go
game, and he ended
deeper
up
into
being
the
Zach.
documents.
He's talking to the fairy
Yeah.
now. What if he ends up being the fairy? You know, what if it just is a handoff every time?
What if the fairy's supposed to be like Emily or something?
Oh. Let's talk about that unfinished chess game again, Zach. What's up with that? Also, real talk, it's real hard to not say York.
Yeah, no, totally.
Oh, there's more stuff here for these. Okay.
I guess we'll ask more about him.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything
Yes.
happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, We did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner. But we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
I'll admit, I'm pretty intrigued in this mystery of like a body reappearing
After 14 years.
after 14 years. That's a good setup.
I know this is gonna like make sense to like maybe 3 people, but there's some real Somnium File stuff going on here.
So,
Honestly,
gave up on the investigation.
I've been meaning to check that
See
out.
us.
highly recommend it. They didn't give him.
laugh.
They didn't give him the dark laughter.
That warehouse. That man.
So incoherent.
Incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005.
2005.
Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
Okay.
Just thinking about it.
Large man, yes?
Forrest Kaysen.
FK in the coffee.
No
He
need
had
to
a
answer.
dog.
If you don't, I'm sure you've.
He's already made a
put
bunch
him
of
under
really subtle
surveillance.
nods to the last game.
Yeah.
I feel like we need a counter going.
Textbook FBI protocol.
Classic FBI. Let me talk about
Okay.
that case files again, I think.
Sure.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such as.
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
But we did find Kelly
look
Clarkson.
surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
What? Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time.
That's really
man
what it
is our
feels
witness.
like.
It looks like that man has not moved from that chair in 14 years.
This is the most relatable thing in a game I've seen in a long time. I feel like I've been inside my apartment for 14 years.
Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that
Whoa.
I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that?
Yes, he just collaborated that. What?
I took the
what are you
liberty
getting
of
at?
checking some airline records.
Whoa.
Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston.
My name isn't Billy Bishop.
This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong.
Oh.
The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries, and they always have the most bizarre timing.
There we go. That's the type of subtitle I'm looking for.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay.
That's a different
you can
place.
find that type of car anywhere.
And also, it was a day later.
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason.
I'm not really sure if her deductive points really
Even this
worked.
mess-
Yeah.
There must be a reason for it.
Just talk about the giant, not dusty hole right there next to the
Especially when it comes to
chessboard.
those strangely tidy spots.
Oh
Yeah,
my
okay, here we go.
goodness.
Question them.
I picked up on, there it is, finally. No, talk about the DVDs. Just don't talk.
Wait. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sure we'll get the chance to ask him about DVDs.
I would very much like to ask about the DVDs.
I found
That
several
one's
spots
the
in this
Star
room
Wars
that look strange and
prequels.
clean.
They're the dustiest out of the bunch. I don't watch them anymore.
I love looking at the bonus features. You can't get that anymore on Netflix.
Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
What?
Sanctuaries.
It's where I
That's
put
right.
my slice of pizza when I'm
Sacred
not eating
places.
it. It's too hot to hold, so I have to find a clean place on the table.
Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see.
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything.
He looks like a cult leader.
Yeah, he looks like he's seen better days for sure.
Hey, Simon. Don't
Whoa.
touch the sanctuary.
I saw you looking at my pizza space.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out?
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve, then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty.
Wait, has he been hanging out in a car outside of York's or Zach's house for 4 years?
That's what it sounds like.
That is the worst job in the world.
Yeah.
Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time. And what does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles? No way.
I'll have you know, I play
Come
Angry
on.
Birds.
I play on the Nintendo Switch. Super Mario Brothers.
I'm a Sudoku guy.
Oh, there it is.
Agent
He
Jones,
looks like a Sudoku guy.
Yeah, I'm down to believe it.
Oh, right.
He's completely taking control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to
Quick,
press
give him
this
more agency. Talk about the DVDs.
Yeah, I'll pull out my my secret technique. Oh no, I can't check the DVDs.
It's fine.
Oh no.
I've got a rummaging Simon to look at.
Agent Jones, did you find the files?
There it is.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's the
Morgan,
one.
Do you recognize these files?
Oh no!
No, the sanctuary.
Whoa!
Can't touch it!
Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting
No, he
an
touched
FBI
the
agent is
spot.
an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Stay back.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
Bizarre shouts.
Ah!
Oh really?
Oh, Zach.
Mr. Morgan,
Whoa. Excuse me? That,
I cut
growl
my
was
finger
a
with
lot.
that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How can I be so stupid?
No. The red.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, Kylie's playing Animal Crossing.
Heck yeah.
Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear. Please, accept my deepest apologies.
Anyway, please look at this case file about the very thing that caused you to fear red.
Yeah.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking.
Tripping and falling
I'll
uncontrollably
never
into your
touch one of
sanctuary.
your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red either.
Don't ever touch one again. I told them not to. Why would they do that?
Now,
Why would they?
may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you again. I'll keep them away from us.
Yeah?
Okay.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red.
But they
I
don't know
believe
why?
that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
I guess they don't.
Ooh. More stuff.
That heavy duty shredder.
This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people finding out about?
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now, do we?
Joe, but you
You're
got most of your
already
trash on the
retired.
floor right now, Zach.
What are you so worried about?
It's just a simple habit.
I mean, there has been an FBI agent stalking his house for 4 years.
From back
Doing
when we were
Sudoku
still on
puzzles
duty.
inside of a Suburban posted up outside of his house, yeah.
Didn't they bang that into your head when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try.
Tell me about this clean
Could
spot.
you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means to you?
Sanctuaries are sanctuaries. Nothing more and nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
Why do you wish to know?
I wonder if those are safe spots for his fairy friend to, like, hang out at.
Just curious.
Or something.
Oh, maybe.
You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to be. Don't you agree, my fairy? What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation?
He did
If
say
you're out
our
of
sanctuaries.
questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
What is it, Simon?
He does not like
We hope
Simon
you've
at all.
got a real question for us.
Well, actually, I'm also a little curious myself. No one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
Got him.
Yep.
Flip, there it was.
Crack this case wide open.
He couldn't respond. He's backed into a corner. Now's the chance. Hit him with the Greenvale case file.
Mr. Morgan? I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's
Aw.
no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered, and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
There's a lot of stuff.
None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you getting at?
Is she implying he's like a serial killer?
Yeah.
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem.
Oh,
The
another famous Yoko
Greenville
Taro
case.
quote.
Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need more push.
Wait,
One more thing.
his left-handed
this summer.
cigarette's gone. Did he just eat it? Is it? No, for real though, it's gone. Like, I'm not... The feed isn't broke.
Okay, I want to know about this honeycomb in a jar.
Yeah, tell me more about that honeycomb.
That's royal jelly.
You're darn right.
From the queen bee herself.
You were
It's the
staring
only
at
way
the
to
jar,
fix
weren't you?
jellyfish stings. Down here in Bikini
Do you
Bottom.
find it strange that there's honeycomb inside? We wanted to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state. The queen's main food source, created from the worker bee's secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into
I'm
our
ready
own
to just-
bodies, we too can acquire that power.
I wish to become the queen bee.
Incidentally,
I
did
I
you
love
know
it.
that all the worker bees are female?
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico.
What?
Male bees are only born to inseminate. And they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society. Wouldn't you agree?
What?
What?
Zach?
The time of male dominance has come to an end, isn't that right, Zach?
What?
Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children.
Oh my god.
You just want to know about the flippin' honey
But
jar on the shelf.
men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe. Be careful, Simon.
Huh? Of what?
Your bells
Oh!
have already stolen the reins from you.
Just you?
Oh my god.
Hey, well, yeah, ask him
what
about
about
the
that-
clock.
The silver clock in that
It can't
trash
be any
pile.
crazier than the honey.
Is that an H5?
That's right.
Oh, you betcha.
John Harrison's fifth chronometer, completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
I'm Simon, and I like clocks.
I'm part of the
I
conversation
disagree.
as well.
Don't forget about me.
Oh? Why?
Time
She
is
thinks time's an
valuable
illusion.
precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about idiocy.
What do you mean, like, nowadays?
I mean-
We've had clocks for hundreds of years.
I mean,
She's like, you fancy kids and your ability to tell time.
can't believe it. These watches. I had to tell time going uphill both ways.
I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone. We have our eyes to
Right.
read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
Sure, but like the problem with moon charts is they're real difficult.
What if it's cloudy or storming?
All you need is courage
It's true.
and a love for adventure.
Hear that,
It's
my
kinda
fairy?
nice.
Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey, hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that?
What the heck is this conversation?
What are you guys talking about? I love clocks, but
I'm an FBI analyst, remember?
If you were to tell me that the opening of this game would be an intense debate about whether we need clocks as
I
a
just
society,
Sorta can't remember it
Flippin'.
right now.
I would have been like,
know
yeah,
it
that
is,
sounds
really.
right on point.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so excited to play this game.
I'm telling the truth.
I like
Come on,
clocks, but
Aaliyah,
you guys are
back
over
me
here
up.
talking about the
Aaliyah?
plot of Blaze Blue and stuff. I just
Okay, let's just
leaf.
Yep.
Mr. Morgan,
tell
please
me
look
about
at
the
this.
leaf.
What did we just say? We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special
leaf
Agent
from
Francis Zach
Greenvale.
Morgan.
that's a whole tree. That's a lot of leaves.
Yeah, that's
This
not a
photograph
what?
predates Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you
Oh,
worked on in 2005.
It's got a headache.
Red
Uh-oh.
tree. Red tree.
Oh no!
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these
Oh.
red trees. Aren't they?
Okay.
Trees. Both
Answer me. What are these trees?
red trees. Figured it out. Yes. Smarter than we thought. Connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hello?
Red trees.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good.
Okay. All right.
Damn good.
Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Lucare is my favorite Pokemon.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town.
Oh, the jams.
Oh, please tell me the
Yes.
title screen's gonna kick in.
It was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was
That darned red tree.
It was a sultry summer day. The sun
Take us
comes down
in.
hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our
Descriptor.
best friend with us back then. The other me.
Yeah!
My better half.
Oh, yes.
Come on.
Yeah!
Are we getting like an actual proper intro? Jean-Luc, we were in that.
Yeah, we
We were
are.
in that interview for almost an hour. I don't know how this is gonna get cut up, but I need to let the people know.
Oh, this song.
I love it.
You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire.
The snaps let you know when to have fun.
Always a voice.
Okay, I see they're going for True Detective.
Yeah, there's like
season 1 here.
like a True Detective, and there's like a little bit of like a 007, like
I mean, I fully believe that Swery was like, yeah, Twin Peaks is cool and whatever, but have you guys seen True Detective?
you should look at my True Detective that I've created. Oh,
Zach Morgan is the truest of detectives.
what the what? Is that what I think it is?
Oh my
I wasn't prepared for this. I need to go somewhere else. I can't be here.
Oh.
This ragdoll York being thrown around in the background is a lot too.
Oh, what?
What? I'm peeking my microphone. I need to calm down. What?
Oh my god.
What?
Resident Evil 8 looks great.
There's so much to take in.
Oh. Bravo, Swery.
I love it. Oh,
God bless you.
whew, I need a breather. I need to. I think I need to call my mom. Like, recenter.